TobeyG and JD Show. Toby, how you doing?
How you doing, JD? I mean, we're doing a little practice camera deal here. I mean,
I'm telling you, it's not easy.
Cheers. Here's to Texas.
No more hurricanes.
Here's to Texas.
Happy hour every hour. That's what this is all
I'm
about.
dripping it all over me here. I tell you, I can't.
Well, it'll match his shirt. Anyway.
I'm telling you, it will. It will.
You know.
So, what's on the agenda for today?
Well, I just want to tell you that it's bad enough that we've got Hurricane
Harvey that did a mess in Texas. It's been 12 years since there's been a Category 3 or more.
Yeah.
But what is really scary, Irma is out there that started as a tropical storm in the Azores.
Yeah.
And I read before I left, and you can go to our fan page, which is TobeyG and JD fan page on Facebook, and you'll see that there's an article there that's from Zero Hedge, and it shows the projection of Irma. And
Looks like it's coming to Florida.
well, it was already 180 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And most of the projections are
Well,
Florida
what is
and
it?
East
That's
Coast.
a Category 4 then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I heard that it might have dropped to a Category 3, but you never know what's going to happen.
Oh.
The water's pretty...
Well, those people that can hear our voice, if you're in Florida, you need to start getting ready. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I told you, JD, you could, maybe buy some extra water before they
Yeah,
start invading.
that's what we do. We usually go and start
yeah.
buying it. Go to Home Depot and Walmart or wherever and
Yeah.
get all that stuff. So
Well, you need to be prepared, and go to myangelscloud.com and click on the banner for Big Berkey. This is...
I didn't get mine yet. It's not arrived yet, and I'm probably going to wish I had it earlier. So
I have one, and I'm glad I do. I'm still going to go out and buy some extra water probably today.
Oh yeah.
Go to Walmart. Buy
You never
some
have too much.
water. Exactly. You can't live without water. You really need the water. That's important. But Texas. Everybody's talking about it, and there's one question that I don't have an answer to: is looting. Breaking windows and carrying TVs and clothes that you don't need, and just that's stealing. That's looting. But what do you do when people are breaking into supermarkets and stores stealing food?
Well, you got to understand that is all going to get thrown away anyhow. So I understand it's not right, it's illegal, it's wrong, they shouldn't do it. But you know what? They've been doing it. People have been doing that during disasters forever, and it sucks. It really does. I mean, it seems like they panic and they're like, I got to go get that TV because I don't need the TV.
I'm not about food.
The food, the water, things like that. I mean, so, people are breaking in, I understand it, but what about all the good things that are happening? Look at the people that are donating money to help these people that don't have flood insurance, that don't have, that are going to need the help to get back on their feet.
Now, President Trump donated $1 million.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other presidents or ex-presidents do that before. That was pretty cool.
Obama do it either.
Not yet,
And he's got probably close to $1 billion now.
Well, he's
that's
quite
how,
well.
That's how much he stole from the. He got paid off by plenty of people. But that was without saying. There was something on social media showing Obama, his wife, and his 2 kids serving people, and they said it was in Texas, which was a lie. It was a past Thanksgiving that they were serving people.
Yeah.
And they put it down to say going on. You don't see Trump doing it. And let's call it the way it is.
I don't understand why people have to argue about
why
that.
Why do you bring politics into a thing like this? This is all about people helping people. But you know something? This happened, and what I just said, there's some politics been brought into this through the media and some other wackos. When this isn't about politics, this is about neighbors, this is about people helping people. And there was one thing that I read, and I don't mean to interrupt you, JD, is one guy had his flatboat, and he was rescuing people, and a commentator from, I'm not going to say which station, because I'm not positive, was all upset. If he picked me up, I'd break that Confederate flag behind his boat and throw it in the water and a whole bit. Why bring that up? This has nothing to do with rescuing people.
Well, personally, if that's the way the guy felt, then they move on to the next person that wants to help.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's a shame that people are feeling that way, but You don't see that as much. I've seen a lot of people out there helping a lot of people. You see it on Facebook, you see it on the fake news, you see it on Twitter, all those places. I mean, people doing the hashtag Harvey SOS, letting people know on Facebook that they need help and what their address was, and that's amazing. We didn't have that during Katrina. We didn't have it during a lot of other storms. So that does help. That's going. I had a friend in Houston that she told me that all her shit got stolen.
Stolen?
Yeah, she said they got into her place and looted it, and so
looters should be shot.
She's trying to get out. She's trying to get out of Houston and trying to find a place to go. And
your house, John?
Well, I got a house full now.
I know you do.
I wish I could help her, but I can't. But that's the thing is that you also see that as well on Facebook. People letting people come into their house that they don't even know. And the race doesn't matter. It's people helping people, and that's what it should be. It's just
something. The people that make it about race are the people, no matter what color they are, the less educated, and they're sheeple. They listen to other people screaming it's about race. It's about race. Well, they're creating the race problem.
That's it. They are, and people need to stop, being sheep and start being people and just. Get away from the sheeple thing. I mean, pull your head out of your butt, pull your head out of the ground, whatever the case may be. And, we need to pull this country together.
This is starting in Texas. Maybe that's why I said it to Florida.
God works in mysterious ways.
Exactly.
So,
can you say that on the podcast?
I already did. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could have said all I works.
I would say God bless. No, you don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. All right.
You don't want to do that. God bless America. I have a retraction. I think it was the last podcast. I said that the mayor of Houston couldn't be found, and he wasn't answering his phone. The whole bit that was not true. I misspoke, and I retract that statement. And I also have to retract the statement about the pastor. What was his name on the big church that he wasn't letting people go in there. But that was not true. He was letting people in there. They weren't letting people in there because they did have some flooding. Since then, he has opened the doors. Well,
they were told by the county or the city, one of Houston, to hold off until their places were full, and then they put it because he was going to be a drop-off center for food and clothes, and then people would come and get that. Well, then they opened up the rest of the way and let people in there. So and that's great. I mean, I'm hoping that everybody appreciates the fact that. Even TobeyG knows when he's wrong and he can admit that. It happens. I'm never wrong. So.
Well, I know that, JJ. You have to keep me straight. But my other question is, are you aware of any Black Lives Matter or Anthem for people there helping people?
They're the ones stealing it.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, I thought that's what.
I know that you watch television. I don't watch television.
Well, I didn't see any on the fake news. No.
Oh, okay.
They're probably the ones that. No, they're probably not there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have a vote.
Well, I know they
have votes.
Well, they could steal.
Oh, okay.
But I was just wondering because Black Lives Matter is African American people, black people in Houston, Texas, and it is the fourth largest city in the United States, and I think that they're handling this wonderfully. I believe they should shoot looters on sight as far as I'm concerned. That's how I feel.
Well, I agree. Sorry, I keep looking away. I have to look at our other laptop here for our audio. But, we have a phone number. I might as well tell you all about it. It's 844-429-3579. We'd love to hear from you. Give us your opinion on what we talk about, and especially about Toby admitting that he made a mistake. I think that's something to talk about. Our email address is TobeyG and JD Show @gmail.com. Like us, subscribe to us. Our fan page is the TobeyG and JD Show fan page on Facebook, and it's every hour's happy hour. We've got 3,500 people on there now and growing every day. So
that's wonderful. Wonderful to see.
We would like to see hundreds of thousands or millions on there, just so that we can. We're going to start going live. We're practicing right now. We got the cameras setting up in front of us, and we're trying to remember to look at the cameras. And it's new for us. We're going to have a few things. We're going to do a giveaway. Little NATO here is a great device for your cell phone, and I know you can't see it if you're listening to the podcast, but these are awesome. It sticks to the back of your phone, and also to the dash of your car. It's got a magnet, and you put your phone up there. It keeps it from flying around, and also helps keep you from reaching over there and texting. So you're able to see it if it's important. If you got Bluetooth, you can still talk on your phone, all that. But it's a great little device. We're going to give it away to the 5th person that emails us and says in the subject, NATO, free giveaway.
NATO.
NATO, free giveaway in the subject line. And email us and then give us your address and we'll ship that up to you.
What's the email address, JD?
Oh, you mean I got to tell that again? It's TobeyG and JD Show at gmail.com. It's TobeyG and JD Show at gmail.com.
Yeah, and the 5th one that mails it in with their address, we'll ship it out to them, and we'll announce who it is that.
If you don't want your name announced, all you got to do is give us a little nickname or something, and we won't tell them your address and all that good stuff.
Yeah, keep it clean though.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Okay.
And don't forget, get your big Berkey. If you're here in Florida, get ready for this hurricane. We're going to get some rain. I don't know if it's going to hit us or not. I don't predict weather. I learned that the hard way with Charlie.
Yeah.
So
that was unusual. I got caught right in the middle of that.
Yeah, me too. I watched tornadoes go by in front of the window at the motel I was in, and
Does your wife do you in a motel?
Yeah. She was at home. She was a smart one.
Hey, listen, JD. Okay, this is the time for the quotes of the day.
Okay.
We do quotes of the day.
This is where we find out how stupid I am.
Okay. You might know who said this. Okay.
If I look,
You'll know the person once I tell you. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. Let me repeat that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone.
Bill Clinton?
Well, Picasso.
Oh, Picasso.
Yeah. And that's why we're doing this podcast. So we're going to do YouTube. We've got some special stuff coming. And we're going to do Facebook Live. We're going to do it all combined. And we're going to have fun doing it. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to talk. We're going to drink. Speaking of that, I'm going to have a sip.
I'm running low here. My ice is melting.
Yep. And I'll get another one for you. We become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret. Let me repeat that. I haven't read these before, so that's why I'm reading them twice.
I understand.
We become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret.
Interesting. Who said that?
Go like that.
Oh,
Funny up.
I saw one on Facebook. I can't remember what it is now. Man, it was a good one too. I should have.
I know what you find. This is pretty good.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah.
Oh, my
3.
God.
We do 3.
You're good.
All progress takes place outside the comfort zone. It's
Very
true.
Very true. Who said that?
Toby Gas.
Yes.
Michael John Bobak. Michael John
MJ.
Bobak.
Okay.
And MJ.
MJ.
You know, a lot of things have been going on. You know, a lot of things go on that you're not getting in the news. Fake. And I can't say that there's real news because I don't know what it is. But if you dig, the world is on fire. And I hate to go this way, but let's talk about it for a few minutes. You hear about occasionally North Korea, the debacle in Iran, which is a debacle, which was
No one talks about that.
Obama and his girlfriend.
Clinton?
No, about her. She's don't get me started on that. I'm still upset about Benghazi. What's the woman who worked in the White House? Obama's friend from Iran. Can't think of it.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah. I just got a brain cramp. And John Kerry, and they screwed that up so bad. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Israel is stacking up. I mean, they're protecting themselves now from Syria, Hamas, and Iran has been spending billions of dollars supplying the terrorists.
Yeah, we gave them back.
That we gave them back in cash in a plane in the middle of the night.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, that is.
We could have built a wall with that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. We could have.
I'm sure we could.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. But everybody went and covered up for.
Not that we need a wall.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
The things that Obama did, and probably presidents prior to him, but Obama, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, some of them I believe are treasonous. And do I have proof? No. there appears to have been some treason involved, and it should be investigated. It came out today that the FBI director, Coleman, had already written that he wasn't going to prosecute her even before the investigation was done, and they investigated key witnesses in the interview. He already had it all written that they weren't going to investigate her any further and find her not culpable. That came out today. That's going to be a big bomb.
Is that on?
It's on Real News.
No, I'm saying, is that on the website?
No, it's
You
not.
haven't got it there yet?
I haven't got it. It's not on the website. It's not on myindustcloud.com.
You're slipping.
There's a couple of other things on myindustcloud.com. Did you see the other thing that was on myindustcloud.com? And it was a couple places. We were one of the first ones that had it out on myindustcloud.com, and that was someone was walking through the woods in Ole Miss College, Mississippi.
Right.
And they were eating a banana. Now, this is a true story. They had no place, there was no garbage, any place to throw the banana, so he tossed it in the woods. It landed on a tree.
What kind of tree? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter,
Okay.
because it gets deeper than that.
Oh, does it? Okay.
A student who was the head of a black organization was walking through and saw the banana peel that had landed on the tree. And do you know that person freaked out, was crying the whole bit, and there was a big organization having an event there. There was so much built about this that the organization stopped and left the college and didn't proceed any further because of that banana peel. Now,
What was the organization?
I think
I don't know who they were.
I
We need to look into it.
my computer's not on, so I can't look it up.
Okay.
But the thing about this
It doesn't
is
make any
the
sense.
guy that did it came forward.
It was an
And he
emergency.
said, I didn't mean anything by this. I was walking through the woods. There was no place to throw it, and I threw it. I didn't know it even mean anything that was harmful or racial.
You know what the moral of the story is?
The moral of the story is, you got to stop this bullshit.
Amen. Well, you can also throw your banana peel down and not up.
Then you might slip on it.
That's true.
You got to be careful.
Well, yeah, but if she slipped, then it's
Yeah.
different. She's not offended then.
Well, but it wasn't only her. Then a bunch of other ones started crying. And,
Oh, really?
I mean, how are people going to get along, make a life for themselves if they can't have civil conversations and not talk over people? I was watching another interview of the Antifa people, and all they kept doing was making farting noises while the guy was trying to ask him a question because they didn't have the answers. They were screaming at him in profanities to get out of there. What is he doing there? And all he said was, I'm not doing anything but asking questions, trying to interview you to see what your problem is. And they attacked him, and the police had to help him. It's out of control, and it's
Yeah, I saw that.
it's not right. I mean, this is awful.
It is.
This is awful. You sent me something to look at the other day. There's something that we had reported on a couple of weeks ago, and it finally came out.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is.
Hey, I don't know.
Sorry, I don't remember it. I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember off the
Yeah, I
top of
was
my head.
hoping that you can remember. Maybe I have it in my notes today.
We could talk about one of our sponsors while you're looking that up. Computers and Websites Done Right, located here in Venice, Florida, on the island. The phone number is 941-240-2675. We can work on your computer anywhere in the world as long as you have internet. We log into it. We use a program called Instant House Call or Team Viewer, either one. Go to our website, computersdoneright.com. Click on the Get Remote Support icon. We can help you with backing up your data. We can get viruses out. We can tune it up, whatever you need done. I mean, we've helped Toby. We've helped. Toby, your computer had a virus this morning. We got it out for you.
It did this one.
Yeah, your tower. Yeah, it had a virus.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it said something. It was fake news virus or something like that.
All right. Well, it must have been CNN.
No, I don't know. It was some kind of installer, and when it did the scan, it found it. There was actually 3 or 4 other computers had the same one besides yours. So it's sort of interesting.
What time was that? I was up at 3 this
Oh
morning.
no, it scanned and found it this morning and sends me all the reports. So I look at all that. Anytime I put antivirus on someone's computer, I always keep an eye on it. So yeah, well, I'll have to do another scan. If it's still there, then we'll have to take care of it. So.
Okay.
But anyhow, give us a call, 941-240-2675. If you want to email from a computer company, it's computersdoneright@gmail.com.
You know, JD, a while back we were talking about the car bubble. Okay, how many cars that are out there with leased cars coming due? There were more cars. The prices of used cars were going to drop the whole bit. Now there are so many cars underwater in Texas right now. I believe, and I didn't read this. Well, I know that I read that the cars were underwater, but I believe that this could solve a lot of that problem. I mean, you're right.
It sucks, but it's true.
Yeah, but you got to be careful what you buy.
Well, that's the thing, because
in Texas trying to get rid of them.
Well, that's why they have Carfax. So they're supposed to put all that in there. But and it's a shame. Things happen for a reason, and I didn't want to see anyone get hurt. I didn't want to see people get flooded out. I never would wish that on anyone, no matter even our enemies, North Korea and all them other countries out there that want to do us in. I would never wish anything like this on them. But when it happens, it happens. I mean, you just have to. There's always another way to look at it. So yeah, it's bad, but it may solve another issue, another problem. I just hope that they're already trying to hire people to come in and start doing the cleanup and stuff.
Sure.
And you're going to see a lot of scammers out there. But you're going to see a lot of good people too.
Yeah.
And I hope, and I wished I was in better shape and had the equipment to go out there to help them out. I mean, I would, but unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not in better shape. So I'm here with Toby.
We're helping them out by telling everybody what's going on that they're not hearing on the regular newscasts and so forth, because there's a lot of things happening. I mean, just like if you can't touch it, you don't own it. And we say that every single podcast that we've been doing. We're doing live now, and what I have here...
Show them the good stuff.
What I have here is a quarter ounce gold coin.
It's all white, I can't see it.
Guys, quarter ounce gold coin. That quarter ounce panda is... as the ounces go down, the price goes up. So this quarter ounce gold was at a high today of $13.27 when I left the house, and at $13.27 an ounce, there's always a markup on gold coins. So I'm going to guess and say it's a part of supply demand. If you can find gold coins, a whole gold coin would probably be $13.75 to $1,400. Okay. A quarter ounce, because it's smaller, the markup would be more. So this quarter ounce would probably go for $500. So in other words, we'd be talking $2,000 an ounce instead of $13. That's my guess. And then you got the full 1 ounce gold. Take a look at that one, JD.
Okay.
And that at $13.27, you probably get that for $13.75, $1,400 if you can find them. It's a part of supply and demand. Okay.
So these are what, 24 karat gold? Is that what they are?
Yeah.
1981, 1 ounce, Mexico.
Yeah. You got a Mexican. You got this is the panda. This is from China. Panda. There's Krugerrands and so forth and so on. So
see, I had no idea that they were from other countries.
Then you got these. These are. I got a 10 ounce silver bar here.
10 ounce. Wow.
10 ounce silver bar. Now, that's probably 10 ounces is going to be looking at if gold is. Silver is at $17 an ounce. I don't know what it was this morning. It's in that ballpark. You're going to be paying about $4 an ounce more when you buy it. So you're going to talk $21. So this is $210.
Yeah.
This 10 ounce.
You could kill someone with that.
And then you got a 1 ounce. This is just a gold stamped. It's not a coin.
Is it gold or silver? Silver.
99% silver.
So this is on a Canadian coin.
And that's you can buy them and probably about $21, $4 over. And this is a small 1 ounce gold bar. But the thing is, what are we doing, John? We're touching it.
Yeah, you can't if you don't hold it.
If you can't touch it, you don't own it.
Yeah.
So you don't let anybody hold it.
Of course, I only owned it for just a second there, but that's okay.
And you don't put it in a safe deposit box. And you take, and if you can, you do a local coin deal and you pay cash. That way.
Don't you have like a video on the website that shows people how to hide it?
Yeah, you go to myangelscloud.com, click on the financial page, and there's a video from YouTube that shows you how to make a false bottom on a drawer. so you can hide gold, silver, cash, whatever, and you can have multiple of them in your house, and you know who's going to know. And I've seen it. I haven't done one yet, but it looks pretty good. I don't know how you would find it, especially usually when criminals go in your house, they're in there for about 3-4 minutes, and they're out of there. Because they just go through that like crazy. So that's everybody needs an alarm system as well, like the what the heck do I have?
Oh,
I'm getting brain cramps today.
I'm telling you.
It must be the drinking. I mean,
It must be.
Simply Safe.
Simply Safe.
And they're not a sponsor.
You need to have a Simply
And
another
they're not a
drink.
sponsor, but I have a Simply Safe. It took me about 20 minutes to hook it up. It was terrific.
I'm having ADT come in here and put a system in for my business here because I have people's computers, and to be, to be on the right side if someone breaks in, doing my part to protect their stuff. I feel I should have that done, and it's going to cost me, $400 or $500 to have it installed, and I think $60 a month. But for me, I think it's worth it. For my clients, it's worth it, and for our equipment and stuff like that, it's worth it to have it protected. So I know that your Simply Safe is awesome. It works great, and it keeps you and your wife safe.
It's $14.95 a month. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's cheap. Yeah, it was a good deal with them, and I'm glad to get it. But if you can't touch it, you can't own it, and we'll just remember that it goes for the
This is
your
all
car.
I can
You
touch
don't
and own right
own your
now.
car unless you can touch the title, and just be careful out there and pay attention to what's going on in the world, because you really need to stay informed. Things are not good out there, and next podcast I'm going to talk about some stocks. I'm going to talk about Forex, and that's the trading of currencies. I'm going to talk about commodity trading and a few other things in the financial world. You may be interested. Take a listen. I'm going to talk about some stocks. And you got to be careful right now because there's so many things going on. So I'm going to talk about the unemployment. I'm going to talk about if Trump's doing a good job.
They said that this last month that less amount of people applied for work than they had in the previous, I don't know, however many years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting forecast to see what happens if maybe either everybody's back to work or they're still on food stamps and welfare and not wanting to go back to
Well,
work.
food stamps went down by about 1 million, but the thing is, he's going to force them to work if they're on food stamps if there's jobs. And it's going to be job related, and we're going to talk more about that. He needs to do that. People have been sucking off the tit of the United States for a long time, and it's got to change. And there's plenty of jobs. There are jobs out there.
If you can't find a job, then create one. You can always start your own business. I mean, there's ways to do that. There's people out there that will finance it, that will help you out. There's free services that will give you advice. I mean, if I can start a business, anyone can.
And JD, we started this.
Yeah, we're starting this.
We started talking one day, and we started this, and we were doing a podcast like we are now, and then we decided to go with video, and we're at the beach, and we try to be a little different at the beach and having our cocktails, and you're welcome to join us. You give us a call at, what's that number, JD?
The number is 844-429-3579. Remember, the fifth person that emails us at TobeyG and JD Show at gmail.com gets the natto sent to them no matter where you're at, here in the United States or around the world, I guess. We'll send it anywhere, wherever the fifth person is. All right, we're...
Terrific. And until our next podcast, we really appreciate you joining us. I hope you subscribe to whatever you're listening to is on, which would be Stitcher, YouTube, iTunes, or whatever. It helps us out. And
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, yeah, absolutely. And
we're
everywhere. Following is growing, JD.
Yeah.
And go to our Facebook page.
It's following me and growing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Go to our Facebook page, TobeyG and JD fan page.
Well, Toby, it's time to end the show.
Right.
We got probably about 10 seconds here, so remember, call us, email us,
Give us suggestions.
Go to our fan page
If
and
it's
let
hate
us
mail,
know.
send it to John.
Yeah, hate mail, send it to me at computersdoneright@gmail.com. All right. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.